Warning signs of COVID-19. The Department of the Environment
of the virus was found.
Maryland is pulling together a new strategy to prevent COVID-19 outbreaks in public housing facilities. The strategy: sampling and testing our wastewater for the virus.
Governor Larry Hogan announced the state will now use wastewater testing to help track where the virus is coming from.
Ben Grumbles with the Maryland Department of the Environment.
We have this tool called the Sewer Sentinel, and it's going to give us advance notice of when there's an outbreak that could occur in buildings, particularly when you have groups of people living together.
The governor announced $1 million in funding to begin phase 2 of wastewater testing. Scientists will focus on testing wastewater samples from vulnerable Maryland communities.
So what we developed was this technique of extracting DNA from water samples. The current work is very extensive testing throughout the state of Maryland, where the viral load, the number of virus, gives us an early warning for an outbreak that's either going to happen or is beginning to happen, or we're in the progress of it. And we're able to actually identify the strain and type it.
This requires a different level of commitment because you're dealing with people, you're dealing with agencies, you're dealing with so many different things coming at you.
Monica Watkins, the Senior Vice President of Engineering, Energy, and Capital Improvements at the Housing Authority, leads the project in Baltimore. Watkins says part of her job is to build trust with residents.
We want them to be healthy, and we'll do what we can to help them also combat COVID in their neighborhood.
We couldn't force people to be tested. That's not, the whole approach with this is not to be heavy-handed, but to be collaborative with our local entities.
Housing Authority CEO Janet Abrahams sees the initiative as a stepping stone for future projects.
We have developed the relationship and the partnership with the health department and with the state. From a partnership standpoint, to me, that was something that was lacking. And now I can see where, how well these partnerships work, especially for the good of our residents. This is a very successful process that they have implemented. And whoever invented this whole testing piece, kudos.
It sounds like the ability to test that wastewater may have helped to stop an outbreak before it started.
What's next? Maryland is committing more resources to expand the Sewer Sentinel initiative. New partnerships building trust between vulnerable communities and local and state health resources are in the works. In addition, the tracking of variants is adding meaningful information to an emerging concern in the global pandemic.